Hi, my name's Mike, and this is a very, very important video. That's why I'm doing it inside my car. Yeah, the wife's at home. What can I say? This is the latest message that God gave to Brother Byron. It was so important, probably the most important message I'm probably ever going to give. And it just blew me away. So I need to read this. This is major. This is major. Whatever you need to do is you need to share this with everyone you can, as this is a very, very urgent warning. And the title of the message that was given to Brother Byron was called September, and it was given on the 31st of August. Jeremiah 38, 6, 9 to 10. My sight is okay on that. Yeah. Then took they Jeremiah and cast him into the dungeon of Malachi, the son of Hamesh, and that was in the court of the prison. They let down Jeremiah with cords, and in the dungeon there was no water, but mire. So Jeremiah sunk in the mire. My lord the king, these men have done evil in all that they have done to Jeremiah the prophet, whom they have cast into the dungeon, and he is like to die for hunger in the place where he is. There is no more bread in the city. Then the king commanded Melech the Ethiopian, saying, Take from hence 30 men with thee, and take up Jeremiah the prophet out of the dungeon before he die. This is the message given. Like I said, it just blew me away. Well, here it goes. My lord, my son, just as loggers shout timber, as a mighty tree falls, I too shout timber, as a mighty nation falls. A nation that was once a strong and mighty tree, whose branches and roots reached around the world, is now rotten from the inside core and is ready to fall. Timber, I say, this nation will fall and will take the world with it. All nations will feel the shaking as this once mighty tree hits the ground. My son, when this tree falls, it will shake the church awake. As I told you a year ago, shake the church awake will happen overnight. The economies of the world will collapse as the mighty tree hits the ground, and a new money will rise out of the ashes and will require obedience to use it. Timber in September. Only my remnant will be ready and awake. The rest of the world will be caught unaware. And shocking will be the word used. Much violence will encircle the world, and this is just the beginning. Timber, my body will finally awake up and realize she has been lulled to sleep by the false prophets. Many false prophets will not survive the shaking that will come as angry hordes of people look for revenge. Their big houses, cars and planes will be burned and their mansions looted. My son, this will be the month to remember, as I will show the world I am God and there is no other. Continue reaching the lost with the words I give you. Pray for eyes to be open, ears to hear the message of forgiveness and salvation. Tell those who are on the fence it's time to come home and repent. I love you all, my children, but many will not listen. I desire to lift them up out of the sewer of life. I am the rope to hold on to, just as Jeremiah was lifted out of the sewer. I will do the same for you. Repent, ask for forgiveness now. I will hear you and come to you. I am coming soon and I have my axe. Timber, beside Jesus. Wow, what a very powerful message. Yeah. I suggest to anyone out there who hasn't sought the Lord now is to do so now, as we're now in September. So time is finally up, and this is going to be a month, as it says here, to remember. Anyway, I'll leave it there, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.